Okay, so we're back at the steps that go up. There's a looks like an old shed foundation or maybe an old garage foundation right there. That's the driveway that kind of winds down a little bit, goes down the hill there, and then comes back around the other side behind those woods. All right, just going up the old wooden steps here. And they definitely need a little bit of work. Some of them look like this. And then when you get up to the main landing, you've got brick. Lots of that has sunken in over the years. As you'll see right there. Pretty uneven, but you know, it's an old farmhouse. It's to be expected. Same with over here. And I will say that is a very low overhang on the roof. It's maybe 7 feet, if that. I'm personally I'm 6'3", and just for safety, I kind of have to duck going through there. Lots of the house actually is about the same way. 7-foot ceilings throughout, so if you happen to have a lot of tall friends come over, they're going to have to duck under quite a few of the doorways. Here is the shed that's right off of the main entry. And then looks like we've got some oil tanks and propane over here. And then on this side, they've just got old garden beds. Then more of your backyard, and that's the hill that goes up. All right. So right here, your main entry. You can tell this was at one point like an old porch or something that they turned into essentially a laundry room. So you've got your old laundry hookups right there, but they no longer use them for that. And it opens into your kitchen. Beautiful kitchen with a new laminate floor or vinyl floor. And that is where your stove would be, your refrigerator over there. Something you might notice is there is no dishwasher hookup. So you'd be doing all your dishes by hand unless you wanted to somehow co-op the space over here where the washer and dryer used to be. All right. So there's a doorway right here that kind of leads to another small little area. You could use this almost like a storage closet or a pantry or something. You can tell it's a much older part of the house that hasn't been spruced up. And you do have a window and the front door right here as well. Just gives you a view of the porch. And it leads into sort of what you could use as almost like a dining room or maybe a living room if you wanted to. But there are a couple spaces that you could use for that. It does have a wood-burning stove right there. All right. Now, down this way, we happen to have a couple of bedrooms. A small hallway that goes upstairs to the upstairs rooms. And then here is kind of what I would assume is kind of your main living room. It's pretty dark. It's got wood on the ceiling and wood on all the surrounding walls, as well as a big fireplace. So I guess an old, unused fireplace. I assume if you take that wood piece off the front, you probably use it fine. And this is a closet, a pretty short one. Again, I'm 6'3". This is maybe 6 feet tall at the most, but it's basically your coat closet if you want it to be. An old school lock that they keep the door closed with. And that just goes right out to the front porch, or I guess the side porch. I'll show that to you in just a minute. But there is a sunroom off the back here with a nice slate floor. And this room by far has the tallest ceiling in the entire house. You can see the old stonework on the fireplace. And that door just goes out to that little back garden that I showed you before. All right, let me show you the bathroom and bedrooms. And again, no power, so I'm not going to be able to turn on any lights or listen to the fan or anything like that. But with this bathroom here, that's where they've got their washer and dryer. And it looks right out by the front door. So this is your main entry right here. All right, bedroom 1 over here. And this, I would assume they're kind of using as the primary. Relatively small bedrooms, but I mean, in a house this age, it's kind of normal. It's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 11 by 11 at the biggest, but you've got a lot of space that you can't really do much with. This door here and closet over there. But it gives you some space that you can use. But yeah, here's your tub, sink, toilet, and water heater in the primary bathroom. All right, showing you a little bit of the changes they've made over time. And again, this is pretty short. I'm 6'3". This might be 6 feet tall for a header here. And then with this one, another bedroom. You can tell at one point they had a door here and they replaced it just with a big window. Probably a custom fit piece, to be honest with you. And then your closet right there, and again, an old fireplace. All right, so I'm going to show you upstairs. These are some very steep steps. That is a massive rise. It's probably, honestly, they're probably a foot tall. And usually in stairs, we see something like maybe 6 to 8 inches. So you're definitely going to get a little bit of a workout going up these steps. And this one is the shortest header on a door that I've seen so far. It's maybe just a little bit above 5 feet. But here is the upstairs bedroom. This is the largest bedroom, if you want to call it that, of the house. The size in here is probably something close to 14 by 14, give or take. All right, you've got a little landing up here. You could have maybe a play space or an office or something like that. A small attic access up there. And then you've got another little bonus room right here. This honestly would probably be your ideal office. It's a really small but kind of long room. It's about maybe 14 feet long and 8 feet wide, something like that. And it has vents down into the sunroom just to keep the circulation going. And it's got a little fireplace. All right, well, let me show you that front porch really quick. I guess the side porch. And again, with the shortness of the doors, this door is probably 6 feet tall. So I can duck a little bit to get out of it. Not too terribly much. But here is your porch. And this is the side porch that faces towards the river. You got these big bushes right here that definitely obstruct the view of the river. But that said, there's a whole lot of woods between you and the river itself. So big bush there, some stairs, and big bush here. But right there is your view of the river. I can zoom in a little bit for you. Got the river, and then it kind of curves around this way a little bit. And lots of woods in between you and there. You'd probably get rid of some of these little saplings and stuff that kind of block that view. All right. Well, that is it for this house. Let me actually, I'll go back inside, make sure all the doors and everything are locked, and then I'll try to show you a video of the shed too.